Hi everybody, this is Jackie Woodward with In the Moment, and it's been a while since I've been on here. I have been creating in other areas. I have started up a show called Choosing Love. It's definitely in the infancy stages, but I love talking about certain situations or interviewing people that are going through things or why they came to where they are right now. We are in, I don't even know how many days, 60 days of COVID-19. Um, so it's been a wonderful time, a really healing and exploring and experiencing time. So I've been really honored to be doing this time and making lemonade out of lemons, or taking lemons and making lemonade is I think that's the statement. Um, it's early right now. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Some people say that's not early, but for me it is. I tend to go to bed a little bit later. But this morning I woke up and I just kept hearing go outside, go outside, go outside. So I decided to go outside and do my meditation. It's a rather beautiful day. I'm very lucky to see, to have all this beautiful foliage behind me. Um, so, um, what I wanted to tell you about is my meditation this morning, meditation slash prayer. I see meditation as prayer and prayer as meditation. It's interchangeable. There's no separation for me, and I think that's for a lot of things. Like I believe in all religions. I believe in Buddha and God and Jesus mostly, just the teachings of it. And I do get a lot of what it feels like um, of information from from God. And I know that's a hefty statement to make, but only that's the connection that I see. Other people may see other connections to their divinity, to their higher consciousness, or their self. But for me, it comes in that way. And there's a few things that came in today. Um, I I am intuitive. I assist in an intuitive school. What I mean by assist, I help teach, and I'm a healer for their program, which I'm very honored and blessed. It's Wendy DeRosa School of Intuitive Studies. I highly recommend if you're feeling that you're intuitive, that you um, should check it out. Um, I have been on this path, this growth path, for such a long time, and I'm always learning, like every day. And what's so beautiful is I keep connecting and going deeper. And today I was really in awe over my meditation today. And I just, I first started hearing the thoughts of um, what are you rooting into? What are you grounding into, Jackie? What is your safety? Where do you find safety? And, you know, I have lots of questions about the church. I have lots of questions about any religion. And um, I immediately went, I thought about the church and I started thinking, God, you know, I used to go to church all the time and how grateful I am that there was a place to go to. Granted, the church ended up being a donut shop after some time when I was growing up. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. But that's where my brothers and sisters and I found solace in going to a donut shop or a restaurant and spending time with each other. And but I kept thinking about the church, and what kept coming to me was the the church was supposed to be a place of safety for a lot of people. And then I looked at that a little bit more, and I'm like, well, that's a physical form. And then I started thinking about what am I grounding into? And then I started looking at the whole perspective of everybody. I started thinking, well, what is everybody grounding into? And right now it feels like we're grounding more into electronics. We're grounding more into, um, you know, we're just grounding into everything, a lot of things that are exterior for us, like bigger houses or bigger houses, smaller yards. Um, just more so of grounding into things. And maybe that's a generalization. I could be wrong, but what I would challenge you is to really look at, what am I grounding into and what does that mean? Grounding into something is like, it could be like you ground into another person instead of yourself. Like you're grounding into something that is outside of you. That, you could sometimes when situations happen is that you're grounding into something else, like you're using something else to feel safe or feel like you're okay or getting a need met. And what I've always learned about that is that it can be a little bit wobbly, because when it's gone, it's gone. And so it feels like the rug can be swept out from underneath you, and it could feel like a crash. So going back to the church, the grounding into the church. Well, when things, situations happened in the Catholic Church, a grounding fell off. Or think about this, or when your parent passes, how that feels like your whole life can feel flip upside down, or a partner. So what I got is that what we can do for ourselves, what we can do for our children, it starts with us first. A friend of mine, Lindsay Fernandez, told me she does essential oils, and she said, Jackie, if you're going to put oils on your kid, you need to put oils on yourself. And I said, I'm not sick. And she was like, well, it's because that cord's still there, and they could still feel that to a certain point. And so their healing is determined on your healing, and your healing is determined on their healing. So back to the grounding, and back to what you have to do for yourself first. It was very clear to me that it's about your connection, about your belief systems, what you're believing in, and staying true to that, and maybe not so much pushing your belief system on other people, but being your belief system, not first convincing everybody else of your belief system, but being in your belief system, and if it's full of love. And then I got the question of, religion. And religion to me feels like those are bases for us to draw upon for our belief system. So we can accept and reject anything that comes from anywhere. It's our journey, it's our path. But what's underneath that belief system is something that's so much deeper, and that's where we all want to get to, and it's love. It's our love. It's that longing for love, and it's not because our parents didn't do it. It's not because our parents did us wrong, but we came into this world to experience it as a human, and just integrating our spirituality in the human experience. So we'll go into that a little bit later on, but it's about balancing the two. But we'll go back to that in a minute. So when I tapped in today, I said, God, we all get so angry when things happen. And we say that God, Buddha, whoever's not there for us, but in all reality, and what I got was, I'm always here. I'm always here. Just open up your eyes. Adjust your sight so you can see me. I am all around you. And it blew me away. I was like, what is that? And And I realized the truth in that statement was just like, it was so true that it is. Like, I opened up my eyes, and everywhere there's beautiful trees. There's a beautiful mountain in my distance. There's breath, there's air, there's wind, there's birds chirping, as you can see. There's life all around me. And that when I can go inwards, not outwards, but when I can go inwards and change my sight, change my perspective to a perspective that keeps my heart open, that to me is the meaning of love, of to hear the things that I hear. That's it for me right now. That's it. And I was blown away. I was really, really blown away that, it's not about what you do. It's about what you feel. And so I went the next step and I said, God, children need this. Like, children need this. How can I give this to my children? And I get that it's about us sitting down and allowing them to adopt their values, but it's us as parents showing them, allowing them to have their sight, to see. And when you act in such a way that you're not dependent on what's around you, but it's what's inside of you, your perspective, and you teach that to your children, they can ground into themselves. And it's about having practices, not just for yourself, but also having practices for your children. So there's so much here that I'm going to explore, but I really wanted to share this with you as in this moment, in this beautiful moment, I am experiencing. And some people may think it's right or wrong, and it may need some adjustments to it, but I just wanted to share that it is our sight, how we want to see. What you really want is in your sight. It's in your sight, your vision inside of you. What do you want to ground into? And live from that. And when you do, you will emanate love. So I just wanted to say thank you. I know this was a long post or a long message, and this is going to be a brave thing for me to post out there, but it's worth it. And I want to thank you for listening. Every Thursday night, I'm doing this show called Choosing Love. It's, like I said before, it's in the infancy stage. So we're learning how to work everything on our own, because that's how we like to learn. And I'm doing it with my sister-in-law, my beautiful sister-in-law, Lindsay Ambrose. So I just wanted to share this with you. Thank you so much for taking the time. And if you have any questions or comments or any words of exploration around this, I would love to hear. I really, really would love to hear. So thank you so much. Thank you for being with Jackie Woodward in the moment. Take care. Bye-bye.